Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vic Nzerbe from Facebook again. Welcome to the second day of today's lecture. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome as well, and I will encourage you to please try and check our video, our first day of class, and I hope you benefit something from it. So originally today I planned on teaching us Introduction to Cybersecurity. That was what I had on my schedule for today. But just last minute, late this evening, I received an email, which is a phishing attack. So that email made me to change my mind about the topic I planned originally to teach something else. So today we're gonna be learning all about phishing attack, because if I receive that email, you might be receiving it and you may not know what to do. So I feel like it's going to be best and it's going to be more beneficial for someone to learn about phishing attack tonight. All right. Okay, moving forward, one may be wondering, what is phishing attack? What does that mean? I'm going to, by way of definition or explanation, I'm going to give you the definition of phishing attack. So phishing attack is a type of social engineering attack in which an attacker sends a fraudulent email or message to an individual, typically with a malicious code or an attachment. And the motive or the goal of that attachment or that email is to trick the recipient. In this case, it was me, because I received the email today. So they tried to trick me to doing what? To revealing either sensitive information such as my login credentials, financial information, or personal data. How were they planning to, achieve that? Okay. They were going to achieve that by, one, since they sent me the email, if I wasn't informed, learned, or if I have no knowledge about cybersecurity, what I could have done was to open the email. And if I open that email, if there was a malicious code in it and I click on it, it's going to automatically be downloaded to my computer or to my phone or to whatever computing device I was using at that time. But in this case, the email I received came as an attachment, right? So also, if they send you an attachment and you download it, and that it can also download some malicious code into your system. But in this kind of attack that they tried to execute on me today, what they sent was an email, and in the email they were claiming that the email confirms that my subscription has been renewed for another 1 year with a company they called, you see what I'm saying? This company is called Geek Squad. So they wrote Geek Squad for $419. So they said this amount was going to be auto-renewed today, right? So what were they trying to achieve with this email? Their goal was, one, if I see the email and if I'm not, if I don't know anything about cybersecurity, or if I haven't been taught, or if I didn't learn anything, or if I'm just like a regular person who has no knowledge about phishing attack, the first thing I could have done was to open this attachment, right? And when I open it, in opening the attachment, they said to cancel the subscription, call us at, they put a fake number right there. Of course, nobody want to spend unnecessary money, right? They put almost a bill of $500 right here. So the first instinct to you would have been, oh, let me call them to cancel, right? You may not even be thinking that, oh, this might be a phishing attack, right? To someone who doesn't know. And that's what we're teaching. That's why I'm teaching this so that you will know. Because they always try to use some urgency method, to get you to do something. Because first of all, look at the methodology. They claim that the subscription was going to be renewed today, right? Being the 30th of August. And they sent you the email today, right? That's a sign. That's a red flag right there. No authentic company is going to send you an email the day your money is going to be auto-renewed. No, it doesn't happen that way. They will send you email 3 days before to inform you that, hey, your so-and-so account is going to be renewing in 3 days. That's how it works. In case you don't know any other sign to use, take this one from me. This is not technical. Every company, if you sign up for anything, let's say Netflix, and there is an auto pay on the account, before Netflix takes out your money, they're gonna send you like an email or a text message to inform you that, hey, your account will be auto renewed in 3 days time. Why do they do that? Just to inform you, just in case you don't have enough money in that account, you can go ahead and put some money there, and stuff like that. But in this phishing attachment that I received, they tried to put some amount of urgency in me so that I can hurriedly call the number right there, right? Because they said my account was going to be auto-renewed today for a bill of almost $500 that I never signed up for. All right. So what do I do in this situation? I'm a cybersecurity expert. I know this field. So what I did was, first of all, I did not even bother opening the link because I knew it was a phishing attack. How did I know it was a phishing attack? Or how did I know it was a phishing email or phishing attachment? I looked at the sender's email address. This is so funny to me. I don't know why. When I looked at the sender's email address, for example, if the company I work for sends an email, okay, let me use when I was going to college, right? If your school, you have an official school email, even as a student, it's going to be your name, whatever, at. Let's say your school was UMGC, whatever. It's going to be your school email at umgc.com. This email stated geeksquad@yahoo.com or at gmail.com. That's a red flag. That tells you that it's a fake email, even if you don't know any other way to identify. That's why I'm giving you these steps. I'm taking my time to explain it with a real life scenario that happened to me today, right? Because if I could receive this email with the amount of security I have on my account, God knows how long you guys have been receiving, right? So I'm just trying to make sure nobody falls victim of this. Okay, so when you receive such emails, look at the sender. If the sender tells you blah blah blah, Yahoo, Gmail, whatever, wrong. Don't open it, right? It's a malicious email. Don't open it. Okay, if you are in doubt, if you want to open the attachment, of course, in most cases, it might be a link, which may be a malicious link, which you could mistakenly download on your system and put some malware there, which they will use to infiltrate your network. So the best thing is step away. Don't open. If you look at the sender, if you are in doubt, pick up your phone. Because they try to use a company that's actually, this is a real company, right? They work with Best Buy. So they put Best Buy logo here. I mean, if you know one or two things to do on the internet, you can actually generate a flyer, right? So they created this and then they put Best Buy logo and all of that to look authentic. So what I did in my own case was to pick up my phone and call the company. Even if you don't have the company or the vendor's contact, that's why you can do research, right? Use your phone, go to Google, type, Best Buy. It's going to open, for example. I'm just using Best Buy as an example because that's what this malicious email sender used, right? That's why I'm using them as a case study. So go to the email, go to your, Gmail, whatever, not Gmail, your Google, type in the company's name. It's going to bring up the company's website, their contact information. This is the authentic company's website. Call the company. Hey, I received an email. I'm just want to verify if you guys sent me this email or if I have any account with you guys. I don't recall opening any. And if you're 100% certain that you never did any such transaction, ignore it completely. In my own case, I knew that I usually have bought computers, right, from Best Buy before. And I've signed up for, some kind of subscription there in the past, right? But I knew that I never did any of this. So for me to clear my doubts, instead of me to call the number right here, I looked up their authentic cell phone, their authentic contact details from their website, and then I called them. So they picked up. I told them, hey, this is why I'm calling, right? I received an email that seemed like a phishing email. I believe it's a phishing email. And this is the content of the email. I want to verify if you sent that email or not. So the customer service agent is going to check their system, verify your account, check your name, and then respond to you. In my own case, they told me no, just like I thought. They were like, it's a phishing attack, please disregard. We didn't do this. I said, okay, I knew already from the beginning. All right, thank you so much for confirming. So what do? I move the email to spam mail. So you can actually have a choice to doing that in your email address. I trashed it and blocked the sender. All right, but I just printed this out, even though just for the sake of the lecture, just to show you what some of these things can look like. So I already typed on it on PDF. I typed fake account, fake attachments. Hopefully I'll be able to upload it on Facebook for someone to like see what it looks like, so you can have an idea of what phishing attachment looks like. Sometimes they may use malicious code as well, so please be careful. A lot of people are not smiling these days. They just want to reap where they did not sow. All right, be more careful. So yeah, like I explained before, phishing is a type of social engineering attack in which an attacker sends you some fraudulent email or message to an individual, typically with a malicious link or an attachment, just like in my own case, just to trick the recipient to revealing sensitive information such as their login credentials, financial information, or personal data, right? Let's say, for example, I fell victim for this. The first thing I could have done if I didn't know what to do was to call the number. And if I had called the number, what they would have done was, okay, thank you for calling us. We want to verify your account. You know, they will begin by asking you to confirm your full name, and you give them your full name, you give them your full date of birth. Probably they will ask for your social security number, and you give them. You've given them literally everything it takes for them to use to hack you, to take away everything that that belongs to the key. They can use those personal identifiable information to log into your bank information. They can use it to gain access into your account. They can use it to open a credit card in your name. I'm serious, even though I'm laughing. They can use it to take a loan under your name. They can use it to even generate an identity fraud in your name. They can use it, there's the list is endless where they can use those information to do. So please be careful, be extremely careful of what you give out and how you give out your PII, which is personally identifiable information. All right, so also keep in mind that when they send you this information or this email, the email that they will send to you it always look like an authentic email. If you don't know if you are not like inclined with social security background, right, everything is going to look real to you, which is why I'm taking my time to explain to you what to look out for. So the email is going to appear as if it's coming from the trusted vendor or the trusted source. Let's say they claim they're sending it from Bank of America or from UBA Bank or whatever. It's going to look so authentic, but if you pay attention or if you are aware of these things, you will know what to look out for. Even though it looks authentic, if you look into it correctly, you will see that there will be some insignificant errors, that you will find there. So, that's how they do. So now moving forward, the question is, what is the attacker's goal? This person that sent me this email, what does he or she intend to achieve? Because there's always a goal before somebody does something. So in this case, the goal one will be to deceive me, which is the recipient or this, whoever, into clicking or opening the attachment. And so when you do that, it may download some malware, which is, it could be some malicious code or whatever into your computer. And or if it's a code, it can direct you to a fake website that is designed to steal your login credentials. A lot of people all the time say, oh yeah, their Facebook page has been taken over or somebody has hacked their account. Nobody can actually hack you without you giving them the access to hack you. So it's when they send you some of these, phishing emails, when you fall victim out of your over curiosity, you want to know, oh yeah, let me see. Oh, how come I'm owing, somebody? And then you click on it and then it takes you to the wrong website. And then, in your curiosity to find out what actually happened, then they will get you and get your information that can lead them to hacking you. So yeah, enough has been said on that. So the question now is, how do you avoid falling victim of, phishing attacks? The thing is this, you cannot actually prevent phishing emails from coming into your email. You don't have control over that. It's going to happen. But again, what you can control is what your actions will be, how you mitigate it, which is why I'm teaching this class, right? So how do you avoid falling victim of phishing attack? Number one is this, be very cautious of the emails before you open them. Just like I explained to you, once the email comes, look at the heading, look at the sender, right? The email says geeksquad@gmail.com. What is that? That's nonsense. You can't say geeksquad@gmail.com. It could be like, let's say somebody sent you an email from the bank. The bank can't send you an email and wrote @gmail.com. It's going to be like, if it's a UBA bank, it's going to be like @ubagroup.com, @afribank.com, whatever. It has to have the name of where they're coming from. But this email just stupidly said at gmail.com. So that's number one red flag, right? For you to look at. Always look at the sender. And if you see things like that, that it doesn't really look like an authentic email, please don't even bother opening it. Just close it, delete it, call the company if you're in doubt, okay? So another way to know is you can also establish what I call two-factor authentication. And there's something also called multi-factor authentication. But what does two-factor authentication mean? Two-factor authentication is just an extra security layer that you put, to your account, or you put in your account in order to secure yourself, more. So what does that really mean? Say, for example, you have an account with Netflix and you have your email there. You can also set up another, you can also add your cell phone number. What does Netflix do with your cell phone number? So that whenever your account is being accessed, let's say somebody gain access to your email and now they want to go into your Netflix account or whatever, if they try to log in, Netflix is going to send you a text message on that additional cell phone number that you provided. So let's say the individual has access to your email. They may not have access to your cell phone number. So that singular act of not having access to your cell phone number will prevent Netflix from giving them access to whatever your account is. So multi-factor or two-factor authentication can protect you. If you don't want to use your cell phone number or your email, you can also use a token. I actually use token sometimes. You can use what they call a token also as as part of your security measures or your extra layer security to protect your account. All right, honestly hope somebody, this thing I'm saying is serious. I hope somebody has learned something to prevent people from hacking into your account, from stealing your identity, from using your name to take loan that you never took, and you start paying bills that is not yours, from hacking into your financial details and stealing your money and all of that. These things are preventable if you have the knowledge. All right, okay, I hope someone has learned something today, and in the future I will teach you what multi-factor authentication means, and how to go about it. All right, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and click that like button, go ahead and share the video, go ahead and invite people to join this website to learn more. All right, okay, see you guys next time in our next lead video. Bye, have a great night. It's actually 10:27 p.m. again today. All right, have a good night. Bye.